Hey guys, EC Network here, coming at you with another video. So a show that I've really been wanting to talk about on this channel for a long time now is Gravity Falls. If you haven't seen Gravity Falls, I would highly recommend it. It is really a fantastic series for those of you who haven't watched it, and for those of you who have, did Gravity Falls really need to end after Season 2? I remember at the time when it was announced that Season 2 was going to be Gravity Falls' second and final season, I was completely shocked. I really thought that this show would have a long run, maybe for 4 or 5 seasons, and I was shocked that the creator Alex Hirsch wanted to cut it short after 2 seasons. His reasoning behind it was because he had a story that he wanted to tell with a start, mid, and end point, and he would be completing that story by the end of Season 2, so he wanted to end it, which I completely understand. You know, you don't want a show to stay for too long, to overstay its welcome, because then the quality is going to go down, and then the show is going to be not remembered as fondly as it is now. But I would argue that Gravity Falls really didn't need to end. I feel like they could have continued it in different ways. Like, I was rewatching some episodes on Disney XD a few weeks ago, and as I was watching it, I remember even back years ago when the show was airing new episodes live on the air, I kept thinking, okay, like, these gnome characters, they're gonna come back and there's gonna be like another episode involving them at some point. You know, this monster here, there's going to be an episode where it comes back and it's like terrorizing the town or whatever, like the Halloween episode, or Summerween I believe it's called, that candy monster. I'm like, okay, yeah, he's gonna come back at some point. Like the wax figure episode, I believe it's Larry King's head at the end. It's a wax figure of Larry King, if you guys haven't seen the episode. At the end, I believe it's still alive. They didn't get rid of that one. They killed all the wax figures except for that one. And I was like, okay, yeah. So at some point down the line in a future season, the wax figures are going to come back for a new episode. And that never happened. The show ended, obviously, and they never had it that these old villains from the prior seasons came back in a new plot or in a new way. Oftentimes we see that happen with shows where they introduce different villains in one episode, then seasons down the line, 2, 3, 4 seasons later, you'll see these villains return for a new episode, and that's something that I thought Gravity Falls was going to do eventually, and obviously it never did because the show ended. So like I said, I really don't think Gravity Falls needed to end after 2 seasons. I completely respect the reason why it ended, because the show had a start, mid, and end point, and they completed that in 2 seasons. I just felt like 2 seasons was kind of quick. I felt like they could have dragged it out to 3 or 4 seasons. They could have had different mysteries happening, or even when the show ended, I feel like they could have come up with some new mystery that had the Pines family involved in, or maybe even shown some of Stan and his brother traveling the world, or shown what Dipper and Mabel go back to in their town. Maybe it's like, oh, our town has some spooky stuff too. I don't know. I feel like they could have done something to continue the show. I really don't think it needed to end after that. And something I actually just thought of now, they could have just said, hey, yeah, we're coming back next summer to visit you guys again, and then seasons 3 and 4 take place the following summer, where there's this new mystery that they have to solve. I really just think the show did not need to end at season 2. Like I said before, I understand why it ended. I understand why Alex Hirsch wanted to end it, and all props go to Disney for letting him end it on his terms. I just personally feel like there were more stories to tell. I feel like they could have come up with a brand new, big, overarching mystery that could have taken place over 2 more additional seasons, or even more if they wanted to do so. But that wasn't the route they chose. They decided to end it after 2 seasons, and like I said, I really think the show had more life in it. Anyways, let me know in the comment section below if you guys agree with me. Do you think Gravity Falls ended too early, or are you happy it ended after 2 seasons? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.